Welcome to Would I Lie to You at Christmas, a very special festive edition that sorts the facts from the fibs. On Lee Mack's team tonight, all the way from the last leg, it's Alex Brooker. And a legendary star of stage and screen, it's the one and only Melvin Hayes. And on David Mitchell's team tonight, joining us from the BBC breakfast sofa, it's Naga Munchetti. And she's the writer and broadcaster who's chosen to spend even more time with David this Christmas. It's Victoria Corrin Mitchell. We begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They have no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Alex is first tonight.
OK. One Christmas, I had to ask the bin men for some of their tip back after I accidentally gave them an envelope containing 500 quid meant for my builder.
David's team.
Oh, right. So, when was this?
This was about 6 years ago.
You're evading VAT, that's what you're basically saying.
Illegal to pay cash.
Yeah.
Could be that he was paying them, I don't know, £420 plus VAT.
Were you paying £420 plus VAT?
Nah, he just wanted cash in hand, 500 quid.
So you prepared, like the beginning of a thriller, a second envelope with a different amount in it for the bin men?
Yeah, so if I don't see him, I just leave it out.
On the bin?
Yeah, like just behind the bin, they know.
So when did you realise that something was wrong?
Well, when I got in and went to pay the builder, and it was 20 quid.
What did you do?
Just phone up, like, Huddersfield Council. And luckily, they were honest.
Right.
They were honest bin men.
Question from Melvin Hayes.
As an onlooker,
Yeah.
I believe him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Melvin.
So you ring up the council.
Yeah.
Because it's quite difficult getting through to the council, I find, on the phone. There's usually a long phone menu. I've never listened all the way to the end, but maybe there's one, if you've accidentally given £480 in cash to the bin men at Christmas, press 9.
Yeah. As far as I can remember, it was fairly straightforward.
And what did you say?
I just said, look, I live at this address.
And the person said what?
You're being very, very confrontational tonight, David. And quite trying to look at you. You sat forward. Is it because Victoria's here? You're like a stag stood at the top of a mountain. Look at him. He's like this. Yeah, I'll tell you about this. And showing off in front of your wife.
Do you tip the bin men and the recycling men separately?
No, it's the same people.
On the same day? They collect
it's
on the same
week
day?
on, week off. 1 week they're coming and doing the recycling, and 1 week they're coming and doing the bins. So they're there every week.
Well, they do the recycling every week, but they take the green every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What about the brown ones?
Well, they go every week.
No, my brown ones don't. My brown ones go every 2 weeks.
Do they?
Blue every 2, green every 2.
What are you
brown
putting
every
in
2.
your brown?
Well, I'm putting my garden waste in my brown.
Yeah.
What's in your green?
My normal.
Green recycling, brown food waste.
No.
brown-
Food waste
brown
is in a
gardening.
small green one that you have to
No.
have
Small
completely
brown
separate.
one.
Small grey one.
No, not two.
Welcome to a brand new BBC show, Scenes from the Care Home.
Right.
So what do we reckon then, Victoria?
I don't think anyone just leaves £20 on a bin in the hope that the right people will grab it in the morning.
What do you offer your bin men at Christmas?
It depends what time of day they turn up, Rob.
I also cannot believe that anyone doesn't know the difference between £500 in an envelope and £20 in an envelope, unless you are so minted that you just don't care.
So you can say lie?
We think lie?
Yeah.
We think lie.
Yeah.
Lie.
Okay, Alex, they are unequivocal in thinking it's a lie. Was it a lie or was it actually true?
Well, it was a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Alex didn't ask the bin men for their tip back. Victoria, you're next.
For our first Christmas together as husband and wife, David was startled by one of the gifts I got him.
Lee's team.
It wasn't making a noise inside the wrapping paper, was it?
What, a puppy?
Well, I was thinking more of a rabbit. So I suppose the big question is, what was the present?
It was, you'll like this, Lee, it was some sexy underwear.
Oh, why would I like that?
I'm always telling Victoria how attractive you find me.
Who was to wear the underwear?
It was, I bought for David to wear.
Look at David's face.
So it's for David. Describe the underwear.
This is very awkward.
For what
Describe the... I mean, this is the stuff of nightmare.
If it helps in any way, I'm absolutely loving it.
So David was broadly of the school of... is this...
This is dreadful.
When they've been single for a long time, they've got their loose cotton boxes. They don't think, oh, I tell you what, I'll have a pair of these snug-fitting trunks.
Can we just...
Is that what we're talking about? So we're not talking about straps and things, and we're not talking about restraining bolts and things like that. Nothing like that.
I'm just going to say, if at times in the future when I face adversity, I will look back and say, well, at least I'm not going through this.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
This is so much better than dustbins.
So it's Christmas morning. It's your first Christmas together as a married couple. You hand him this package. He opens it. Talk us through the moment of realisation.
He sort of went, oh, it's underpants. And then he realised they were a bit clingy and possibly, in David's mind, somewhat French, you know.
How long did it take before he wore them?
Has he ever worn them?
Oh, yes. From that day forward, that was his new style of choice.
So even as we speak, he sat there now with something clinging to his midriff.
I'm so sorry.
So it wasn't like his main present, there was other stuff.
There was some other stuff.
Can you remember anything else that you've got?
You know, some books and a DVD and...
What were the books?
Well,
The Bible and 50 Shades of Grey.
So, Melvin, what do you make of this?
I'm just excited.
What do we think? Truth or lie?
So what do you think, Alex?
I can imagine you'd definitely be startled by it, but...
That bit. If David's worn the same pair of pants all of his life until that moment, and I suspect
The same pair
the
of...
same type of pants.
I think it's true.
You do.
So, Melvin thinks it's true. Alex?
I hope it's true.
I'm going to say that it's true. OK, they think it's true. Victoria, was it true or was it a lie?
it is true.
Yes, it's true. Victoria did startle David with one of her Christmas gifts. Melvin, you're next.
I was once given just half an hour to learn how to drive a double-decker bus along the edge of a cliff. What's this all about?
David's team.
When was this?
It was in the 60s.
And for what purpose? What was this for?
Well, it was for a film.
Which film was this, then?
It was called Summer Holiday.
Summer Holiday, yeah.
I was on the edge of this mountain road, and there was a sheer drop. You couldn't see the ground below. And the director said to me, if I wave my left arm, you're too near the edge. If I wave my right arm, you're too near the wall of the cliff. And I drive straight at him, and when I get within 50 yards, he takes out a loud halo and says, We're zooming in for a close-up. Try and look frightened. And all I could think, I looked behind me before I did, and there were these famous faces looking at me.
Who was there, Melvin?
There was a young man called Cliff Richard. There was Eunice Stubbs. There was the Shadows.
What, the shadows that they cast?
And genuinely, they only gave you half an hour to learn to drive a bus.
Yeah, because I wasn't Cliff. Cliff Richard I'm talking about, not the Cliff.
Can I ask you this question? Eunice Stubbs said of that film that she found it impossible to remember the plot or any of her lines because Cliff Richard was so beautiful she couldn't stop staring at him. Did you have that problem?
Yeah.
Naga, what do you think?
It's so plausible and it's a brilliant story. Too brilliant to be a lie.
Victoria.
Summer Holidays, one of my all-time favourite films. Somebody gave an unforgettable performance as the bus driver. You decide if that was Melvin Hayes or not.
I mean, I think the only question about the plausibility of this at all is whether you had so little training for that scene. And frankly, we all have quite a prejudiced view of the past. And so I think we can all believe that in that era of filmmaking, they were that careless with talents of your magnitude. So, yes.
Well said, well said. So they think it's true. Melvin, was it true or was it a lie?
I am so sorry. It's true.
Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special celebrity guest, Patty Boulay. So, Victoria, what is Patty to you?
This is Patty. When she starred in a pantomime of Aladdin, I was in the same production.
Right. Naga, how do you know Patty?
This is Patty. When we appeared on the Pointless Celebrities Christmas special, we both failed to identify someone from a picture who's in this room.
Oh, right. And David, finally, what's your relationship with Patty?
This is Patty. At a Christmas concert, she handed me a mince pie to cure my rumbly tummy that was ruining Silent Night.
So, there we have it. Lee, where will you begin?
So, Victoria, when was this?
Sometime in the 90s.
But you weren't an actress, were you?
No, well, it was a non-speaking role.
Oh, what was the role?
I was the lion.
Oh, you were in a costume?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember where the lion features in that classic story of Aladdin.
Well, as I say, it wasn't a big role, and I'll be honest, I was only in it one time. What happened was, I was telling a friend of mine that I had never seen a panto before, and she worked at a newspaper, and she said, oh, I can probably get you some free tickets to that. And I said, great. And then she rang back the next day and said, better still, you can be in it. It was a promotional stunt. There's a lion that is in the show every night, and it's in a costume, and it was, oh my goodness, a lion. Ah!
Oh my goodness, a lion! What's that doing in Aladdin?
And who was Patty playing in this?
Patty was, of course...
Of course she was
Miss
Aladdin.
Boulay, I should say, was the principal boy.
Who else was in it? What are the names?
I'm glad you asked me that question. Dennis Waterman and Barry from Heidi High. He was the Dane.
Right.
So was there a regular lion that you replaced?
Yeah, I think there was always a lion in it.
Played by the same person every night?
Well, I don't know. I was only there one time.
Did you not ask if you're putting someone out of a job?
It was all a bit of a blur. Dennis Waterman sang the Minder theme tune. Barry from Heidi High said, I'm off to Burger King, mine's a Whopper. And then there was a bit...
I think you're telling the truth, because I knew Barry and he was a Whopper.
would you like to quiz next, Lee?
Nugget, could you tell me how you know Patty? That's Patty Boulay. Could you tell me how you know Patty Boulay?
We appeared on a Pointless Celebrities Christmas special, and one of the rounds involved identifying people.
Right.
And one of the pictures was of someone on this stage.
Right.
And we failed to identify them correctly.
Well, tell you what, don't tell us who it was. Tell us what the question was. Is that how it works on Pointless?
You had a picture screen
Yeah.
that you looked at, and there were something like 9 pictures.
Yeah.
And they were all of famous Northerners.
David, Merry Christmas.
So it's me.
Yeah.
Okay. I think from memory, you can't get help off Patty.
No, but in the celebrity one, you can. Everyone whispers.
You can get help off Patty. So even Patty doesn't know who I am. For God's sake, Patty! When you walked on, I went, where's Patty Boulay? Where's Patty Boulay? And you didn't recognise this!
Lee, sit down.
Right, you know before when I said, oh my God, it's Patty Boulay, I don't want that in the edit. I want you to use this instead. Who's that woman stood up? Who is she?
So who did you think Lee was then when you made the guess?
If you say Brad Pitt, I'll forgive you.
Jimmy now.
I don't think we need to ask David about his.
This is one of the best shows we've ever done.
Here's the question. Had it been a picture of Rob, if the category was Welsh people, would you have recognised Rob?
Of course. You've done Pointless, haven't you?
Yeah.
So with Pointless, you have to get the least. If it was the least recognisable person,
So you
you'd get
had
fewer
a go at
points.
Lee.
You'd get fewer points.
Well, I mean,
And
it sounds like a very good strategy. I would have gone for him as well, actually.
I love most about this is even if it's a lie, she still said she thinks you look like Jimmy now.
Do you know what? That's the worst bit.
No.
If you had to think on the spot and that...
Well, here's the thing, Lee. Here's the
Just
thing,
make one
Naga.
thing.
We've managed to find a picture of Jimmy now. Now, yeah, look at that. Yes. Can we put that next to Lee? Well. All right. Are you happy to move on to David?
David, remind me, please.
Well, Patty handed me a mince pie at a Christmas concert because my rumbly tummy was making a noise over Silent Night. Ruining it.
Was Patty on stage singing?
No.
Where was she?
She was next to me, listening to the concert, holding a mince pie.
Where was this, David?
It was at the Royal Albert Hall.
Oh,
Right.
lovely.
I don't care about any other question than the one I'm going to ask.
OK.
Did she recognise you?
I mean, look, I don't know. She seemed to.
So no.
Is there any significance about the word silent from Silent Night to the rumbling noise in your tummy?
I think there is significance there, yes. I think that the rumble... Because Silent Night, obviously, it's horrendously mistitled. What they should say Quiet Night, because it is obviously audible, and it wouldn't be the successful carol it is if it were entirely silent. But nevertheless, it's one of the quieter ones, and the noise my stomach was making would have been less of a problem during, say, Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
I'm sorry I asked.
So what? People often are.
Did you say you were near the front?
No, I didn't say that. We were in a box.
Oh. What was the occasion?
It was like a BBC hospitality thing.
Your stomach was that loud that it was audible for... It was actually ruining the performance.
I don't think it was audible throughout the hall.
sort of noises was it making? Because stomachs make a variety. It could be a gurgle, it could be a whine, it could be all sorts of things. Just recreate for us using that versatile tool of yours.
I thought I'd use my mouth, but okay.
Just recreate for us the sort of sounds that Patty would have heard.
I think there was sort of the...
And Patty heard this and proffered a mince pie.
Yeah.
Was she sat behind you or in front of you?
No.
Was she sat to the side of you?
That's it. Right next to me.
She was
right
next to
there.
you. Didn't I ask earlier if she was next to you and you said no?
If I did, I was lying.
Okay.
Right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team, is Patty Victoria's panto pal, Naga's pointless partner, or David's pie provider?
Let's take them individually, shall we?
Right.
So, Victoria.
We like her.
Oh, we like her, but we can't just judge it by who we like.
I'm just a bit worried because she's been standing there a long time.
Yeah.
She's liable to fall over.
Well, what the audience don't realise is you're stood there, don't forget. What do you think about Naga not recognising me on Pointless?
I can understand that.
I wasn't sure until the Jimmy Nail comparison.
And then you thought...
I was like...
Yeah, that was... I mean...
I thought she nailed it.
Then there's David.
That's a very woolly story.
Well, it's a lovely, woolly time of year, isn't it?
So who do you think is telling the truth here, Melvin?
I think it's a very difficult game. I didn't realise. I'll leave it to the public vote.
I think Naga.
I think there's an obvious explanation, and that is that Naga knows who I am, but she forgot her glasses. So let's go with that.
It's Naga looking at a picture of you.
Thinking I'm Jimmy Nail.
OK. Patty, would you please reveal your true identity?
Well, I'm Patty, and the lovely Victoria was in the same pantomime as me.
Yes, Patty is Victoria's panto pal. Thank you very much, Patty Boulet. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, and we start with... It's Lee.
One Christmas, after spotting them stranded at the side of the road, I let a couple called Mary and Joseph stay the night. Because there was no room at the Premier Inn.
Right, David's team.
So where did you spot Mary and Joseph?
It's in a place I used to live called Bethlehem. Where I live, just near where I live. I was driving home and just saw them, looking very cold.
Just a man and a woman.
And a donkey.
A man and a woman stood at the side of the road.
Yeah.
Luggage?
Well, she was heavily pregnant.
Were they hitching?
No, they were just sat on a bench looking really cold.
You just stopped and asked some people on a park bench if they wanted to come home with you.
You've not started doing that again, have you?
The window was down. Then we stopped at the lights, and they.
Who's we? Did you have someone else with you?
No, I was having a wee in the car. I looked out the window, and they gave me that look. They went, "Hey, Jimmy Nail." And I just had a bit of banter. All right, how's it going? Yeah. Oh, we're freezing. Why? Because they were near the Premier Inn. I said, we couldn't get in. It was a mistake with the booking, and now we don't know where to go next.
So you have the window down in the car.
Yeah.
So you have the passenger window down, do you?
Why?
Because you looked that way when you said, hey.
I was reversing. Which, thanks for laughing, but that doesn't make sense. I recently bought my new American left-hand drive Mustang.
So it's not just no room at the inn and they're called Mary and Joseph. Mary is pregnant.
I can't confirm that, and I'm reluctant to say on television in case she's watching.
OK. Can I ask you, did Mary give birth to a messiah while staying at your house?
No.
No.
But
So it's
three people visited with gifts.
So they get into the car,
Yeah.
and you go back to Mack Towers.
Yeah.
Yes, the gates swing open. You go up the crunchy gravel driveway.
Yeah.
What happens
Drawbridge
next?
comes down.
Yeah. Drawbridge comes up.
Well, obviously not, otherwise I'd have gone straight into the moat.
Let's just move on to the portcullis.
You get to the big front door of the house. What happens?
So then I go in, because I've got my own key now. She's finally given me a key. And I go in.
Leaving Mary and Joseph in the car.
No, they're in the stable in the back.
And the children rush out. Father, who's this?
No, they were in bed. It was Christmas Eve. Did I not mention that?
Well, what time was it?
About 10:30.
What were you doing out at 10:30 on Christmas Eve?
In your Mustang with the window down, driving slowly along the curb.
Oh, Lee, no.
I'd forgotten my wife's present and I was looking for a late night garage.
To get her something special.
Yeah. Who doesn't like a giant galaxy and a bunch of carnations?
Did you find out what Mary and Joseph, what they did for a living, where they lived, anything about them?
I think he might have been a carpenter. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure what he did. I think she may have been a jockey.
Now, when did they go? Because presumably the next morning... When do they leave the house, Lee?
When did they leave the house? Well, they left the next morning early when my mate Brian came round. Brian Herod.
So, what do you reckon? Naga, what do you think?
I don't believe any of it.
You don't believe any of it? Victoria, what are you thinking?
I think it's not true because of the words that he spoke.
Yes, all right. So your whole team are solid on that.
Yes, I think it's not true.
All right.
Yeah.
Lee, they think it's a lie. Was it a lie or was it actually true?
It was, in fact, a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Lee didn't let a couple called Mary and Joseph stay the night. Oh, that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team has won by 4 points to 1.
Well done.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night. Welcome to Would I Lie to You at Christmas, a very special festive edition that sorts the facts from the fibs. On David Mitchell's team tonight, comedian and king of the one-liner is Jimmy Carr.
Thank you very much.
And stand-up comic and writer, it's Laura Smith. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, she puts the personality in TV personality. It's legendary chef Rusty Lee. And a BAFTA-winning actor and our youngest ever guest, it's Lenny Rush. We begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Rusty, you're first up tonight.
Okay, my card. In our house, we don't have turkey for Christmas dinner. Instead, I treat my family to a dish I call Santa's sausage surprise.
David's team.
Lovely. And so what is Santa's sausage surprise?
And bear in mind, Lenny is 15 years old.
Okay, so then my other half is German, and they are very well known for sausages. So, with the Caribbean, I like to do a nice mixture of jerk chicken and I can't ever say German sausage.
Bratwurst.
Thank you. Mix together and make it up into a lovely big sausage that all the family can slice into.
So what you do is you take...
I don't think she's fully convinced herself.
You take...
You've got to be careful that you don't sound like you're laughing because it's the first time you've heard it.
I don't want to be that guy, but she's got a weird laugh, hasn't she?
But to be fair, Jimmy, the difference is hers sounds like it's coming from the soul. You sound like you pressed a button.
So, just to clarify the recipe.
Yes.
You get some bratwurst.
Yes.
And what's in a bratwurst?
Meat.
She's good. True. And you're saying you disassemble a sausage
Correct.
in order to then make a bigger sausage?
Yes, indeed.
So you empty the sausage out.
Yes, then I get a jerk chicken, which is quite spicy as well.
Yeah.
Chop up the chicken and mince it and mix it all together and then roll it all out.
All right, it's not this morning.
And you call this Santa's sausage surprise?
Correct.
Where's the surprise?
When the pepper hits your mouth.
What do you think?
What about the sausage jerk?
About whether or not...
Hey, he's the
Rusty
host.
Now, that was good. That was good. Well done.
I think it's a lie.
You do?
I just can't see the big sausage. I just can't see it.
You just can't imagine a big sausage.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a lie in the true sense, because I only think she now believes it.
This is better than when we had Basil Brush on.
What's it going to be, David?
So do we think it's a lie?
I think it is a lie.
We
think it's a lie.
But we also think that Rusty may now do this this Christmas and forever
Basically
after.
to spite us.
Rusty, they think it's a lie. Was it a lie or was it true?
It was a lie.
I'm so relieved.
Yes, it's a lie. Rusty doesn't serve Santa's sausage surprise. Jimmy, you're next.
Right. Excellent. Thank you. Whilst test driving a car as a potential present for myself, I crashed it.
Leasty.
OK, what was the car?
Like a Tesla.
Like a Tesla?
Like it.
Was it a Tesla?
Yes.
Oh, they are like Teslas, aren't they?
What did you crash into?
What would you call it? A gantry?
What's that?
I don't know what he means by a gantry. What do you mean?
You know those little the signs above? It wasn't like a full crash.
It was a prang.
A prang is exactly
Just a
it.
prang.
Oh, OK.
You got the scale, one end prang, the other end pile up.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and it gets less Christmassy as you move up from prang to pile up.
Where was he going with his car, with his pram?
The crash happened in the shopping centre, in the car park. And I'd already completed the test drive, and I quite liked it. And the guy that was with me for the test drive got out of the car. I didn't realise he'd left the back door, the gull wing door, open.
Oh.
And so I drove and took the door off the car.
How much did you have to pay to, like, redo it?
To redoor it. We're all happy with the term redoor, are we?
Just remind you, Jimmy, he's 15. You're going to look really bad if you slam him.
Christmas.
I'll wear it.
Christmas.
I'm only little.
He's only little. He's 15.
What was the question?
What did you have to pay?
Well, so I took the door off the car. The guy that had been doing the test drive with me, obviously his jaw was on the floor. He was like a bit
That had
shocked.
come off as well, had it? I didn't get it on a gantry.
So I wound down my window and leaned out and went, I'll take it.
You'll take
What?
it?
You take the car?
Yeah, I bought it.
What, in the condition it was in?
No, I'll have a new one, obviously. I'm not an idiot. But I thought I had a moral obligation to buy it. I'd made a mess.
Where was this in the world?
Westfield.
Shopping centre.
I just can't see Jimmy Carr in Westfield.
What do you think?
I just don't think Jimmy would ever pay for a car. And also, the idea that Jimmy bought it out of guilt. I'm not sure Jimmy has that emotion.
So, what are we going to say?
What do we think?
I think it's a lie.
Yeah, a lie.
I'll go with my team. Say
They're
it's a
going to
lie.
say it's a lie. Jimmy, was it a lie or was it actually true?
Oh, well, I can tell you it was...
It's true. Jimmy did crash a car he was test driving. Lenny, you're next.
I once accidentally made my nan eat something she shouldn't have.
Made your nan eat something. What was that thing?
It was a toenail.
Ouch!
True, let's just move on.
I need to ask a question. Is your nan still alive?
She is.
Yeah.
Or
You sounded rather regretful there, Lenny. Are you keen to get rid of the old bat?
It's just making... It is June we're recording this, and this is going out at Christmas. He's just hedging his bets.
Yeah. Can we just do different takes? Just say one no, she isn't, and then one she is.
Okay.
If we have both options.
Is your nan still with us?
No.
I don't think we should do the version whilst Rusty's laughing. Is she not alive? No. Boom! Boom!
All right. So, how long ago was it, first of all?
This was probably like April last year.
And where are we?
We are in my... I'm weird now. We're in my bedroom.
You're at home in your bedroom.
Yeah.
And what happens?
So
Sorry, I thought it was very funny the way you said, "Where are we?" He said, "In my bedroom," and you changed it to, "So you're
Yes,
in your bedroom."
I did.
I'm not there anymore. Carry on then.
Absolutely right.
Happened, wasn't it? I'm not going to say the wee thing again. Why are we in your bedroom? I'm confused, man. In your bedroom again.
Get out, Rob, get out.
Just to be clear, I'm not in Lenny's bedroom, and I never have been. Have I,
For
Lenny?
legal reasons, no.
So you're in your bedroom with your nan. What happened next?
So, well, just gonna go a bit before that.
Okay.
So maybe a week or something before. I've just had an operation in March on my back and sitting on my bed, and I realised my nails look a bit long on my toes. So I cut them. Basically, I had a Reese's Pieces packet, and there was,
Those little sweets.
yeah. So there's barely any left. I'm not gonna eat the rest of them, and I couldn't get up to put it in the bin because I was in bed. So I put the nail in the packet. My nan's come to visit me after my operation. Then she said, "Oh, I like Reese's." She picks it up, and she's got half a nail hanging out.
Wow.
Christmas, kids.
What do you think, Jimmy?
Well, firstly, I think it's true, and I think also it serves her right. Yeah. You're meant to bring the person who's recuperating some treats.
That is rude, actually, isn't it? Thank you, Nan.
That's a point.
Or Lenny, maybe do one where you go, "Thank you, Nan."
Or maybe just for safety, do another one where we go, "Thank you, Nan," just because we don't know. We don't know.
Miss you.
Laura, what are you thinking?
You couldn't have reached your toenails if you'd had an operation on your back.
I've got little legs.
Okay.
Hang on, you've also got little arms.
That's where Rob comes in.
All right, it's time to make a choice here, David.
Okay. I am trying to read your mind, as you rightly tell, so try and keep still. Okay, I think it's true.
They think it's true, Lenny. Was it true or was it a lie?
You can read minds well, it's true.
It's true. Lenny's nan did eat his toenail. Laura, you're next.
My kids once built a snowman that looked so creepy, I went out in the middle of the night and flattened it with a hammer.
Lee's team.
How very festive. OK. Describe the creepiness.
You know, a snowman should be rolled nice and big and round.
Yeah.
They just seemed to make it knobbly. It was so... And they got it so tall that it... You know, you look at a 6-foot thin thing, but with a hat.
What was the hat made out of?
It was a really wide-brimmed hat.
Where did I get it?
Just in the hat cupboard.
What hat cupboard?
Your hat cupboard at home. Everyone's got a hat cupboard, right? Yeah. Hat cupboard full of hats.
What was so creepy about the hat? Just the fact that it made it look more human?
It made a really... It was giving Freddy Krueger, you know, that wide brim.
If it was so human-looking
Yeah.
and you were attacking it with a hammer, weren't you worried what the neighbours might think?
Oh, they've heard worse and seen worse in my garden.
Oh, is it?
I just flipped.
How old were the children again?
Would have been 6 and 3.
And they made it.
Those poor children.
6 and 3.
6 and 3.
Oh,
They
yes.
built a 6-foot snowman. They're really wonderful. They're wonderful, those kids.
No! I'm sorry, your
Remember,
kids
Jim-
aren't as capable as mine. Hi.
What do you think?
Remember, Jimmy, we believe this.
No, I mean, it's... No, I was just saying.
Every mother at home watching this is like, yeah, I know she did that. I've been pushed to that point.
My
That's
mum
it.
is like that.
6
Yes.
and 3.
Your mum is like that.
Yeah, she's nuts.
Your mum's lovely. I've met her. She's not nuts.
You've not seen her with a hammer at Christmas.
Right. What are you thinking?
What are we saying, Lenny?
I think it's a lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
Rusty?
I feel positive it's a lie.
I've got a suspicion this is true, but I will say lie.
You're saying lie. Right, Laura. Fact or fiction?
It is... lie.
It's a lie. Laura didn't flatten her kid's snowman. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. It's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guests, Jane and Phil. So, Rusty, what are Jane and Phil to you?
This is Jane and Phil. I went to what I thought was their wedding, only to discover it wasn't.
Lenny, how do you know Jane and Phil?
This is my Auntie Jane and my Uncle Phil. I brought them here tonight because they're trying to get on as many TV shows as possible.
Right. And Lee, what is your relationship with Jane and Phil?
This is Jane and Phil, and when he was stung by a jellyfish, he asked me to wee on him, and then she asked me to stop.
So there we have it. David, where will you begin?
Well, let's start with Rusty. So you thought you were going to their wedding?
Yes.
So you know them?
Very well.
How did you know them?
I know Phil from his father.
Right. So how did you know Phil's father?
Phil's father's a family friend of ours.
Is he called Fred?
He's called Phil.
Oh, yeah. He's called Phil, but what's his dad called?
Phil, senior.
Oh, really? Phil's
Yes.
father is also called Phil?
Yes,
Phil's father, Phil, is a family friend.
Phil. Called Phil, senior.
What's the surname?
Smith.
That doesn't work.
So you're hoping to go to the wedding of the son
and Jane.
of family friends?
Yes.
What happens?
We went to the same hotel.
Yeah.
And then we all got ready to go to the service.
Yeah.
When we were a bit rushed, we went. It was in the country lane somewhere in the country.
Whereabouts, Rusty, in the country was it?
Up north.
Up north. Can you be any more specific than that?
Rockland Waters.
All right. Lovely.
So we got ready and left to go to the church.
The service, yes.
To the service, and landed up in the wrong church.
Ah.
We landed up sitting and watching the wedding and looking around and couldn't see anybody we know. And then they started...
I mean, the main people to look for would be Phil and Jane.
Phil and Jane, yes.
Yeah.
And then the bride and groom are walking out. The services, they've been married.
So when they were down at the front, you couldn't
we
tell...
We sneaked in the back and we could see the back of the head of these people.
Right, OK.
So the back of their heads, it could have been Phil and Jane.
But it wasn't.
But it wasn't. You only twigged when they started to walk out.
And when people was looking around and go, oh, look, Rusty Lee's here. They were very surprised seeing a celebrity at their wedding that they hadn't booked. So we then drive and ask questions and find the other church.
Who do you ask the questions of?
To the local yokels.
The local yokels. So you drive away, and you spot a local yokel.
You say, do you know where the so-and-so church is? And they said, oh, it's up there.
Right.
That is how yokels talk.
Yeah.
And then we landed up, following these two. They were in a carriage. They were married and we missed the wedding.
So you follow them?
Yes.
What happens
Champagne
then?
reception.
Yeah.
And we walked in. Congratulations all round. Where were you two? Was the question.
They knew.
Oh, so sorry. We went to the wrong church. Never mind. Typical of you. Come and have a glass of champagne.
A sausage surprise, maybe, as well?
No, not then.
No, that would be later. Right, who would you like to quiz next, David?
OK. So, Lenny, they're your aunt and uncle?
Yes. Jane is my mum's older sister.
OK.
You could have just said sister, made her feel better, but...
And what did you say? They're trying to be on lots of telly?
They just want to be on telly. I was in a series a few years ago and they were just a background and like an extra.
Yeah.
That was Am I Being Unreasonable? There's a massive party scene.
Yeah.
And there's this one kid, annoying Auntie Jane, just got a fake balloon sword and just whacking around the end of it. Auntie Jane's got a bit of a temper.
I'm not surprised if you keep calling her old Auntie Jane.
Yeah, he got pretty told off. But they've done things on their own. They've done a few quiz shows. They've done Pointless.
Right.
Phil wanted to do Naked Attraction, but Jane thought that was done, Pointless. I had to do the 1% Club.
Did they? I don't remember them.
What's that?
What do you mean, what is this? What happened to you? How far did they get?
Phil wanted to get obviously really far. He got to about 70.
OK.
He's not
bright.
the brightest.
In terms of them being here tonight, how has this come about?
So, even though I signed an NDA, I told them. I just want to be on telly. I don't know, it's for the fame, but I think I think a lot of the time they feel happy for me, so they'll come on tonight.
They're hanging on your coattails, OK?
Yeah.
Old Auntie Jane, she's taking a mick.
All right, now then, what about the one in the middle, Lee Mack? Lee, remind us of your connection.
So this is Jane and Phil, and when he was stung by a jellyfish, he asked me to wee on him, and then she asked me to stop.
David?
Well, that is a real thing, that you could, if someone gets stung by a jellyfish, you have to pee on it.
Well,
but...
let me tell you, Jimmy, I thought it was the right thing to do, but it turns out it's not true anyway.
Yes, it's an urban myth, isn't it?
It's an urban myth.
Yeah.
It sounds more of a maritime myth.
Why didn't Jane just wee on him if there was weeing to be done?
Because Jane and Phil are not a couple, despite what these two liars are saying. They've met twice, that day and this time now.
All right.
So, Lee, talk us through what happened.
This was last summer, south of France, and Phil came out of the water. I was on the beach sunbathing.
And you don't know Phil at this point?
Never met him in my life.
Right.
And he came out of the water, screaming.
Oh.
I've been stung by a jellyfish! He said, wee on me. I said, what do you mean, wee on me? And he said, it's a cure.
It's an interesting point here that Lee is fully aware that this is an urban myth, and yet...
Wait, I know that now. I've subsequently learnt it by the police.
All right, OK. So,
How many people did you wee on before the police had to get involved?
This has been going on for quite a long time. No, it was...
you've been going to the beach every day, having pints of water so you're ready. Made yourself a little sign. Lee Mack's Treatment Centre.
Oh, it's still my jellyfish. There's a treatment centre just down here. Get yourself in the water, love. Come out when you're screaming.
Lee's little friend will make it all better.
It's like the NHS, it'll cost you notes.
Now, where on Phil's body had he been stung?
He'd been stung at the back of his leg, quite high up, above the knee.
Do you think he recognised you?
I doubt it with the balaclava on. Speedos and a balaclava.
What position did he adopt to be weed on?
Oh, he just turned his back on me like that so he could show me the back of his leg.
OK.
And what position did you adopt?
All fours, pretended I was a Labrador.
With all of the sophisticated French people looking at two middle-aged British people peeing on each other, thinking, thank God for Brexit.
So, tell us about Jane entering the story.
So, I am thinking no one's looking at this, and that's when I realised that actually there was a family in view. And so the police got involved.
How?
She called Nerf, Nerf, Nerf.
She rang the police.
Nerf, Nerf, Nerf.
How quickly did they arrive?
I could hear the sirens, the French siren.
What is wrong with the weeing on another man? I do it all the time.
How did this story come to a conclusion?
It was what I've described is not what, it was a...
It's not true.
Right, we need an answer. So, David's team are Jane and Phil, Rusty's confusing couple, Lenny's fame-hungry friends, or Lee's beach buddies?
I think Lenny has lovely details. The blow-up sword, the shows. I just believe Rusty would do that.
You think that is true of Rusty? The police element of Lee's story. I mean,
Oh, that's where it falls down, is it? Rusty, confused, goes to the wrong church, very apologetic. That seems plausible to me.
We're all leaning towards Rusty.
OK.
We're going with Rusty.
You're going to say that it's Rusty. So, Jane and Phil, would you please reveal your true identities?
I'm Jane.
And I'm Phil.
And Rusty failed to turn up to our wedding.
Yes, Jane and Phil are Rusty's confusing couple. Thank you very much, Jane and Phil. Which brings us to our final round, Quickfire Lies, and we start with... It's David.
As a child, I once de-bearded the Father Christmas in Oxford Debenhams because I believed him to be my dad in disguise.
Lee's team.
OK, how old were you?
I was, I think, 6.
And were you was it in the grotto?
It was in the grotto.
And what made you think it was your dad?
He looked like my dad.
This guy's good.
Would your dad not have been going to the Santa's grotto with you?
No.
Who were you there with?
My mum was with me.
Did you think it was Father Christmas because he was kissing your mummy?
So, Mummy ushers you into the grotto.
Yes.
I picture you saying,
"Oh, Mother, this is the one time of year I always look forward to."
That's how he holds hands with his wife, of course.
Right, so, you're in the grotto.
I'm in the grotto.
You can probably only see his eyes, really.
Exactly.
And they were enough like your dad's that you pull the beard off. What happens next?
Well, it wasn't my dad.
I know that.
I pull on the beard. He goes, ow, in a voice that is not my dad's, because the beard is glued on. It wasn't just a sort of over-the-ears job.
and what did Mummy do?
What are you doing, David?
Said Mummy.
That was my interior monologue. And then I think I'd probably go, oh, sorry,
said David.
And then I then burst into tears.
Spluttered David.
Yeah.
At Debenhams, would you really have a glue-on beard? It would just be the over-ear one,
That's
no?
what I was wondering.
Well,
yes.
you have to remember that the retail sector was in a considerably better state back in the early 80s than it's since declined into, and Debenhams was quite the place back then. At that point, there were so many department stores, up to 7% of the British workforce were being Father Christmases at that time of year.
Let's go for a guess then. What are you thinking, Rusty?
I think it's a lie.
Why?
Well, I think a 6-year-old would be just happy and excited.
Have you met David?
I think that maybe he's lying. This is my gut reaction.
Yeah.
Only because I don't think David had a childhood at all. I think he was born middle-aged.
All right. Was it a lie, David, or was it the truth?
It was indeed a lie.
It's a lie. David didn't de-beard Father Christmas. Oh, that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team has won by 4 points to 2. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas. We'll see you next time. Good night.
My father developed the TOG rating system for duvets.
That's great. I hope this is true.
Are you very familiar with the TOG rating system?
I was a very rebellious child, and I made it brutally clear to him that I had no interest in the
Having
TOG
said
rating
that,
system.
you'll have picked up a little bit of information over the years and probably could share it with us now, couldn't you? So, roughly, what is that? What is
Virtually, this is the first I've heard of the TOG rating system, practically. But it's bringing back horrible childhood memories of my father, age 4, trying to explain the TOG rating system to
That's
me,
fine, because
which
you said-
I think is abuse.
Well, what did you do before your dad invented the system? How were they rated?
People had blankets, didn't they? Blankets and eiderdowns.
Oh, no. They had
He didn't
duvets.
invent duvets. You're saying he invented the
He
rating
had an office
system.
next door to the guy that invented duvets.
You know, in our house, we have 2 duvets. We have 2 medium-sized duvets. And through the winter months, and this is the fascinating part of it, through the winter months, we have the 2 of them, and they're poppered together around the outside. And we're still with them now, I'll be very honest, I won't lie to you. But in the summer, we take off one of the duvets, doesn't matter which one, put it away in the cupboard at the top of the stairs.
Do you wrap it in a bin bag?
Yeah, well, my wife does. I don't do it. And then we have the lighter duvet. So for us, the TOG value is largely irrelevant. It's just a question of how many duvets have you got.
That's actually an incredibly rude thing to say, isn't it?
To a man like you, it's just going to be
who
hurtful.
invented the rating system, you're saying it's irrelevant.
I want to know, as a grown man, which I think we can all assume you are, do you now prefer the duvet or continental quilt, as some people still call it, or the blanket?
No, I've always just blankets, because it's a rebellion thing.
And under the blanket, when you're lying there, are you in pyjamas, or are you, as I'm picturing, naked with a little pair of briefs, possibly, or let's go the whole nakedness? What are you wearing? What did you wear last night? Tell me. Basically, describe yourself naked to me and the nation, and tell me what we can picture.
No.
Imagine you have pyjamas.
It's pyjamas.
Pyjamas.
You're a pyjama man.
Do you have a teddy bear as well?
No, I don't.
Because when I picture you, often I think of you with a little teddy bear.
As a grown man,
and
still
some
having a teddy
slippers.
bear.
I would imagine you as a teddy bear for a much larger man.
The truth is, the way I sleep is I dress as a teddy bear and then I snuggle in the arms of a giant.
What do you think, Lee? Take a guess.
What do we think? No?
I think he's lying.
I think he's lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saying a lie?
We'll
Okay,
say lie.
David, were you telling us the truth or were you telling us a lie?
I was telling a lie.
Would you believe it? You could hear the shock in the audience there. It was a lie. David's father did not develop the TOG rating system. As I'm sure you all know, David does not even have something as newfangled as a duvet. Instead, he gets his butler to heat up the sheets with a warming pan.
I am a lord.
David Williams. Oh, what a treat. David, read from the card.
It's a possession.
Oh, OK, now then, you've got a box.
Yes, I can
underneath
see the
there.
box.
Hold on to your box. Oh, it's a big one, David.
Oh, hello.
Could you pop whatever's in it up onto the desk, please? Oh, look at that. What? Good Lord. And then read the card. There should be a card.
Another
as well.
card. This is my signed photo of the Vienna Boys Choir.
David, off you go.
When did you acquire this?
Well, as a child, I was taken to a concert at Chichester, the Chichester Festival Theatre, and the Vienna Boys Choir were playing there.
Sounds like a rough upbringing.
I very much enjoyed the concert, as you could imagine. Wonderful young boys singing hymns.
Was the singing vital to you, or would you have been happy?
I was a boy
just
at the
for
time.
the wonderful young
I was
boys?
a boy at the time, so there's nothing creepy about that.
I didn't say there was anything creepy about it, David.
It's
You're
a
the person
boy
who introduced
admiring
creepy.
other boys singing. There's nothing weird about that and yucky. And
Let's keep it light, yeah?
and afterwards, I was so impressed, and I got their autograph, and then I became a fan, and I sort of followed them around Vienna for many years. I mean, they
What, in a boat?
Yes.
That's Venice, isn't it? Sorry.
So you initially saw them in Chichester.
In Chichester, and then I followed them around the world.
Right.
And became a very big fan of Vienna Boys Choir.
What sort of tunes would they be singing? What were their favourite tunes, or the ones you especially enjoyed?
Ave Maria. You know that one?
Pardon?
Ave Maria.
Ave Maria. Yes, we know that one.
I
that
don't
was the
sing
main
it for
one.
me. I know it.
That is beautiful.
That's a catchy one.
That is
Yeah, that
beautiful.
was probably my favourite.
Can we see it? Can we pass
See
it out?
it?
Can we have a look at the evidence?
Well, you pass it over?
Yes,
or?
of course
Yeah.
I'll pass it over.
We'll be very, very careful with it.
Did you happen to have the photo with you and you took it along to the Chichester Theatre?
It was a programme. I got them to sign the programme, then I
Oh,
cut it
I
out of
see,
the
you cut it
programme, and then
out.
I framed it.
Oh dear.
Well, I can see all of the choir have signed here.
They seem...
So Stanley has
Yes.
signed, and
Tom and...
Peter, Harry.
Some of them don't
famous.
seem to be able to write very well.
No.
Beautiful voices, but
No, I
seem
know,
unable
it's a
to hold
shame,
a
isn't it?
pen.
But that's often how it works. You're talented at one thing, but you
Right.
can't write your own name.
Nick has got his N backwards.
That was another one of their hits.
Would they ever do contemporary tunes? You know,
Yeah.
songs from the shows, for example?
They do.
What sort of thing would they do?
High on a hill lived a lonely goat.
No, they'd go more up to date. They do Two Unlimited.
No, there's no limits.
They do that one.
Is that the most recent pop tune you
Yes,
can
it
think
is.
of?
Did they sing Vienna?
No, they didn't.
It meant nothing to them, did it?
Was that the first choir you'd ever seen in concert?
Yes, it was. I haven't seen many choirs.
Was it in Vienna? Sorry.
No, it was in Chichester. You
Chichester,
followed what I was saying earlier. And then I followed them. I sort of followed them around the world, and I got to know all the boys very well.
Where do they go, other than
They go
Chichester
all.
and
They go
Vienna?
everywhere. They go all over Surrey.
Would you like to take a guess at whether David is telling the truth, or has he, with that incredible mind of his, managed to concoct one of the most creative people in Britain today? Has that super mind been put to good use here and concocted a web of lies? Truth or lie?
I think lie.
Well, it's impractical,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's
to
a
spend
Saying
lie.
it's a lie.
I think it's a
As a child.
stinking lie.
You're saying it's a lie. David, please, the tension is almost
Do
unbearable.
I press this button?
Yes, you do. Is it the truth or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
Almost as great a shock as David's thing about the duvet. It's a lie. It's not David's signed photo of the Vienna Boys Choir. Recently, the choir has tried to modernise its image, replacing the choristers' traditional cassocks with sailor suits. Nothing more modern than a sailor suit.
Welcome to Ma'am, Would I Lie to You? Me and Ant will be your host tonight, but in every other way, this will be just like Would I Lie to You, the long-running smash hit BBC panel show. That's contractual.
Please welcome tonight's panel, Steve Mulhern, Michelle Visage, and their team captain, Lee Mack. Good to see you all looking lovely up there. What a team, all led by TV's funniest man, BAFTA award winner, Lee Mack. Also contractual.
Welcome, Lee. Welcome to all of the panels. So we've got our panel. So let's play Ma'am, Would I Lie to You? And round one is all about embarrassing stories.
And this is a Mother's Day game, so we need a ma'am. So let's go back to our virtual audience and surprise you, Pat Thompson in Poulton. Pat's all dressed up.
Surprise, Pat. All dressed up and nowhere to go. Now, we've got another surprise for you, Pat, because you didn't know this, but your daughter Rachel is actually here in the studio with us tonight. Yes, she is here. Now, listen up. She's going to be joined by two imposters who are also pretending to be your daughter.
Yes, they'll each tell a story about you, and the panel's job here is to work out who's telling the truth and who's telling a lie.
Now, obviously, Pat, you know who your daughter is, so we need you to keep your best poker face, otherwise it'll be too easy for our panel. So don't give anything away. Poker face at the ready, please, Pat. And let's welcome all three Rachels.
Oh, wow, yes, they do. Welcome to the show, Rachels. Now, you're all claiming that Pat's your mum. You're each going to tell a story about her, but only one of you is Pat's real daughter, Rachel. So only one of those stories is true, but which one? OK, listen up, panel. Here we are. Rachel 1, it's over to you.
This is my mum, Pat. To save money when we used to check into a hotel on holiday, she snuck me inside by hiding me in a suitcase. There was a queue at reception, so I was in there for 20 minutes.
Oh.
20 minutes?
Thank you, Rachel, number one. Great story. Rachel, number two, what's your story?
This is my mum, Pat. When I was 8, I wouldn't let her brush my hair. So she took me to the hairdressers and asked them to give me a short back and sides. Everybody thought I looked like a boy and started calling me Richard.
Thank you, Rachel number 2. Finally, Rachel number 3.
This is my mum, Pat. In an attempt to win the mums race at school sports day, she stuck her egg to a spoon with chewing gum. She was rumbled at the finish line when she threw her arms in the air and the egg stayed on the spoon.
Schoolgirl error. So, which is the true story? Is it the suitcase shocker, the horrible haircut, or the sneaky sports day? What do you think, panel? What do you think, Lee?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say, to find one host smaller than Rob Brydon, amazing, but to get two, unbelievable. And my second question is, where's Dad gone? Because he was there for the first minute and runs out into the room.
He does not want to be a part of this.
He spent the first bit just showing half a face. Did you notice? I thought, I'm never doing that, I'm going. He's gone.
Right, Lee, you know how this works. Come on, talk amongst yourselves. Who do you think it is?
What do you think, Stephen?
Well, interestingly, Rachel number 1, your mum put you in a suitcase. That's what I do with Ant and Deb when we all go away. But 20 minutes? What does
20
it smell
minutes?
like?
I mean, that's quite dangerous, isn't it?
It's dangerous. Irresponsible.
Yeah, so irresponsible, they wouldn't say that on ITV.
Do you think that's what the kind of person Pat is?
No, but I think the husband is that. That's why he's gone. He's gone to get the suitcase ready for his wife after the show. Michelle?
I think Rachel number 2, because the same exact cheap earrings, same exact thing happened to me. My mother brought me in and just cut it right off, lobbed it right off. So I believe it's Rachel number 2.
Any questions you want to throw to any of the Rachels?
Are they allowed to speak?
Yes, no answers only.
Okay. Yes, no answers only?
Yes.
All right, are they allowed to speak?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. I thought you'd just been very starry. Rachel number 3, what is your mum... No, where are you from?
Blackpool.
Blackpool.
That's not a yes-no answer.
Sorry, Rachel number 3. Are you from Blackpool?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've nailed this.
Yeah.
Rachel number 2, is Pat your mum?
What? No,
he's got no.
Do that, can you?
That's not the spirit of things.
We could go for the look.
Yes.
Who looks the most like mum?
2.
I'd like to compare to Dad, but he's gone. I would say the
2.
most similar looks is number 3. Would that be...
Do you reckon?
No, I was saying number 2.
Thank you.
And number 1.
Are you going number 2?
Still there. but I'm going to say number 2.
Right, you're going to have to start thinking now who you want to go for.
Confer amongst yourselves and
Because
come up
it's
with
the
a name.
eyes. It's the eyes. Look, it's
I
the
just
eyes.
feel like, and the smile is number
The
2.
smoke,
But if
yeah.
I'm
What about
wrong,
the smile?
I didn't choose that. If I'm
The
wrong.
smile says number 2. Stephen,
Yeah.
Heard. What do you think? And some comedians only get to dream of saying those words.
I'm saying number 2.
You're going number 2. I don't want to outvote my panel.
And honestly, I would hurry up because Pat is doing a near Judy finish.
Okay, you're saying
Number 2.
number 2.
Okay.
Number 2. So, here we go. Rachel, number 2. Is Pat your mum? Were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was the truth.
The truth, it was the dodgy haircut, and we've got a picture to prove it as well. Let's have a look of the short back and sides.
Oh!
There it is, look at that. Oh. She's the one on the left, not the boy on the right. Pat, that was savage. Why would you do that?
You having sat with her trying to brush your hair for hours and no, it was she got warned enough times and that was it.
She got warned enough times.
I mean, it was the 80s, it was a different time then. Things were harsher then.
Let's hear it for Pat's actual daughter, Rachel, and our 2 pretend Rachels.
Yay,
Thanks,
Rachel!
guys. Well done, Pat. I like that. I enjoyed that.
I like this. Do you like this?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. We should come up with a panel show. Right. We're going back into the virtual audience to find another sneaky man to play round 2. But who's it going to be? It's you, Brenda Robson in Durham. Hello, Brenda, and your big glass of wine.
Look at Brenda.
Oh, Brenda.
Oh, put the alcohol down, Pet.
Brenda, surprise. And we've got another surprise for you. You didn't know this either, but your daughter Marie is also here in the studio with us tonight. She is going to be joined by another 2 imposters pretending to be your daughter.
Now, Brenda, they're all going to tell a story about you. And again, it's the panel's job to try and work out who's telling the truth and who's telling a lie.
Now, again, obviously, Brenda, you know who your daughter is, so your best poker face, please.
Yeah.
Your best poker face, Brenda. Don't give anything away. How's this going to go?
He's drinking the wine. He's drinking the wine.
Let's welcome all 3 Maries. Come in, 3 Maries. Don't give anything away, Brenda.
Welcome to the show, the 3 Maries. The 3 Maries sounds like an Irish band, doesn't it? The 3 Maries. You've all brought along an item that you claim belongs to your mum, Brenda, but only one of you is Brenda's real daughter, which means only one of those items is the real one. But which one? It's over to you, Marie, number 1.
This is my mum, Brenda. She's worn the same pair of slippers for 5 years without ever washing them. She takes them everywhere and they smell horrendous. The dog won't even go anywhere near them.
Okay.
Well, she looks very pleased to hear that.
I mean...
That's Brenda's poker face.
Brenda, like we said,
Poker
say
face.
nothing.
Poker face.
Do not react, Brenda.
Marie, number 2, please.
This is my mum, Brenda. She keeps this picture of our late cat, Mr. Tingles, on her mantelpiece. She makes everyone who visits say hello to Mr. Tingles.
Thank you, Marie, number 2. Marie, number 3.
Brenda. This is my mum, Brenda. She wears this locket with my baby tooth inside. 1 year, the tooth fell into the Christmas pudding mix and my granddad found it on his plate.
Oh, I see. Right,
there we
right,
go.
so.
That's a classic takeaway story,
It
that.
is.
Is it the stinky slippers, the framed feline, or the troublesome tooth? Panel, over to you.
Well, I hope it's not number 1 because I genuinely can smell them from here.
Oh, Mr. Tingles, I'm not sure.
Mr. Tingles is a nicer story than number 1, isn't it? You hope
is.
it's number 2, but she looked mortified at the idea of it being number 1.
Right.
So...
Have you ever heard of a cat called Mr. Tingles?
No, but I've never heard anybody that has slippers so smelly you can smell them for 20 foot. I mean...
Good point. Good point.
Look, it's Mother's Day tomorrow. Have you not thought about maybe buying your mum
New slippers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Just
nice.
yes or no answer. Just yes or no answer.
Just yes or no. Mr. Tingles, see, that's sad, though, isn't it? That he's had no visitors over lockdown either. This is terrible.
What about number 3? How big is that tooth? I can't see from here. Is it a tiny little tooth?
Little baby tooth.
It's a
little baby tooth.
Little diddy one.
And it went into the Christmas pud?
Yeah.
I kind of like that one.
Can I just check, did he Did
he eat it?
No, it was on the plate. He didn't eat it. He found it on the plate.
Oh, it's not like you had to wait to get it back.
No. Didn't have to get it back.
I find that more of a tasteful story than the first one, to be honest.
I'm going to have to start thinking about who you're going to go for.
Who is it?
The tooth thing, people do that. It's weird, but they do. They do.
Teeth in lockets.
Yeah, teeth in lockets.
I've kept all my kids' baby teeth.
You've kept them?
Yep, and their little belly button. Ew.
The placenta.
No, not the placenta, the stump that when they
I know that. I don't mean the whole thing, obviously.
Well,
but the little stump. Yeah, my wife's got the placenta. And she's
the
got
cord
the teeth.
stump.
I think she's building a new child, my wife.
That's what I think it's number 3.
Let's have an answer.
I think it's got to be 3.
Number 3?
I do, yeah.
Michelle?
Yeah?
I don't know. What do you
It's either
think?
3 or 1.
Well, we could, or 2. Well done, that's the 4th.
Thanks, Lee.
Are you
What are we going for?
Whatever you say.
3 it is.
He's going with 3. Okay, then, Marie, number 3. Is Brenda your mum? Were you telling the truth? Or were you telling a lie?
It is a lie.
Oh, lucky. It was a lie. So can Brenda's real daughter, Marie, please step forward?
Oh,
it was
my
the stinky
God.
slipper.
Thought she looked mortified.
You were right.
Slipper's here. Let's hear it for Brenda's actual daughter, Marie, and our 2 pretend Maries. Thanks, Brenda, as well. And let's say thanks to both of tonight's mums. Let's bring them back. Pat and Brenda, thank you so much, ladies. But before we let you go, girls, we've got one last Mother's Day surprise for the pair of you.
We've been rejoined by Pat's daughter, Rachel, and there's one more statement they want to make to their mums. And mums, this one is definitely true. Okay, ladies, it's over to you. Camera 3, it's over to you.
You're gonna be grandma!
I mean, that's the face of a grandma who's pleased to be a grandma.
I think Brenda's pleased. She looks furious, but I think she's pleased.
That's just a face. It's true. It's absolutely true.
It's
You're both going to be grandmas. How amazing. How amazing.
Happy Mother's Day to the pair of you.
And to celebrate this wonderful news, we're giving each of our grandmas to be, Pat and Brenda, a 7-night 5-star holiday to Malta, courtesy of holidaygems.co.uk.
Yes! I'm
She's good at that. What's the talking about the child? Which is
And our mums-to-be, Marie and Rachel, aren't going away without anything either. We've got you everything you will need for your new arrival, courtesy of Mamas and Papas. So that's for you as well. Let's hear it for our panel, led by Lee Mack. Thank you, Lee. And, of course, Pat and Brenda and Rachel and Marie. Congratulations, girls.
And welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show where lying is the order of the day. On Lee's team tonight, it's an actress who's well used to lying. How else could she convince the nation she enjoyed kissing Sid Owen? It's Patsy Palmer! And an actor who, after starring in the movie In the Loop, is now on first-name terms with James Gandolfini. Unfortunately, James thinks he's called Steve and works in the props department. It's Chris Addison! And on David's team tonight, we have a comedian with the looks of a Greek god and the morals of a Greek waiter. It's John Bishop. And, you know, I've had the honour of working with some great comic actresses in my time. But putting that to one side, here's half of Gavin and Stacey. It's Joanna Page. So, to round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the truth from the tosh. Patsy, you're first. Please reveal all.
I got Willard the dog drunk on the set of EastEnders.
David's team, is she telling the truth?
Right, what was the...
What's EastEnders?
Thank you. Excellent. What's the alcohol in question? What were you?
Vodka.
Vodka.
How much vodka? It was just, you know, like a small glass.
That's small, is it?
Small glass of vodka. How did
The
you...
glass, it was one of those small, round, like flat bottom little glasses.
Just a glass, basically. You just described a glass.
How did you get it in his mouth? No, I didn't put it in his mouth. We put it in his bowl. But
He thought it was water.
yeah.
How far through it did he get before he realised it
Drank the
wasn't
whole
water?
bowl.
I would have thought at some point in the drinking process, as a dog, you're going to go, something here is different.
If you're a dog and you're used to drinking water, and then you smell your bowl, it's full of vodka, you think, well, this smells like a girl from Birmingham. It's clearly not water.
Smell, that's it. That's what dogs do all the time.
Exactly.
Why have you got a bottle of vodka on the set of EastEnders? No, we didn't have a bottle of vodka. We just had a glass of vodka. It's not anymore, but when we first started working there, all of the bottles of drink in the pub were real alcohol.
That strikes me as a flawed policy.
Not then. Now you couldn't have it, health and safety, but then there was real drink in the pub.
Is that why Den was so dirty? Because everyone was just pissed.
The vodka sufficiently diluted with the water that the dog doesn't notice. And
Yeah.
presumably the whole place is sticky of booze anyway, with all the pissed up actors forgetting their lines.
Just noticed that he went a little bit funny and he laid down. It wasn't like he was like punching people in the face. You know, he did get really worried because he kind of did lay down. He was very quiet and a bit like when he died. So we knew he could do that.
I've got to be honest, I think it's true, because it's the sort of thing I do. I see what happens.
So what are you going to say?
You think it's...
I think if you haven't at some point tried to make a dog drunk, you're not normal.
I think we think that almost anyone, given enough time sitting in the same room with some vodka and a dog, will either put the vodka in the dog or the other way round. So we're saying true, I think.
You're saying it's true.
Yeah.
OK, Patsy Palmer, is it the truth or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
It is a big, big lie. Patsy did not get Wellard the dog drunk on the set of EastEnders. Of course, Bianca was there when Wellard was put to sleep after eating a chocolate. She held him in her arms, sobbing as he died. And Patsy, they don't give Oscars for soap operas, but if they did, they'd have given one to Wellard, wouldn't they? Joanna, you're next.
I recite my times tables every night before bed.
Why?
Because I've always been rubbish at maths. It just doesn't go in my head. My brain doesn't compute that way. And I can learn loads and loads of lines if I'm acting, but I've never been able to get my times tables in. And I thought, before I die, I want to be able to do my times tables. And also, when you go to a sale and you go shopping, when it says 75% off a dress or 40%, I can't work that out. I know it's thick and I feel embarrassed because I'm sitting next to you and you've got a degree.
I'm a famous mathematician. And actually, my secret identity is percentage man.
But I thought, I don't want to die and not be able to do my times tables.
Could you recite them now then?
Before I go to bed, my husband lies next to me and I say, I do them, and then I say,
It's
right,
nice to see the
fire them
romance,
at
isn't
me.
it? I tell you what, dear, it's cold in the valleys, isn't it? Don't worry, I've got a game that'll cheer us up.
What do you start? What's the first one? It's not your 2 times table, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, my
it is.
goodness.
I've gone as far as about my 6 and I get to 7. Don't go in.
What's 7 times 5?
I'm gonna, oh God, this is so embarrassing.
35.
35. That is why I'm doing it. That's why I'm learning
Yeah,
them.
but you might have dyscalculus like me, so you're not thick.
Have what?
Dyscalculus, same as dyslexia, so that's what I've got.
Oh, yeah, right.
That is
I've got shorterless.
Well, that's true.
Don't you come round here giving any of that, sweetheart. You'll be barred from this bloody pub, all right?
But that is true, you might have that. You're not thick, Is there any kids watching? You're not thick if you can't add up.
Well, you're a bit thick, aren't you?
Well, I mean, it's a bit late, isn't it?
You're not bright, let's put it like that.
Do you do it every single night without fail? Even if you come in really pissed, you still do it? You're getting on the times table?
Yeah, I still try to do it, yeah.
How about if there's a dress for 80 quid and it says 50% off, will you struggle?
Right, well, this is right. No, that would be £40, wouldn't it? But I've got to check with you when I say it. I can't just say straight off.
What I often find, actually, is in shops, when they take a percentage off the original price, they will also tell you the subsequent price. It's quite a minority of shops make you work it out. If you get it wrong, that's what you pay. Even if it's less than they wanted to charge. They go, I hope we don't get one of those dyscalculus people in. I thought it was 50p.
So, Lee, what are you going to say? Is she telling the
What
truth?
have you cracked? Which one do you think you've...
I've cracked 1, 2, 3,
What?
4, 5, 6.
You mean you've learned how to count? Okay, you cracked the ones, the twos.
And I cracked 7 the other night.
Right, give us the 7 times table.
But I can't do it now, I can't remember it. 1 7 is 7. Oh, foul, this is like my worst nightmare. 1 7 is 7, 2 7s are 14, 3 7s are 21, 4 7s are 28, 5 7s, now this is where it all fell. 5 7s are 35, 6 7s are 42, 7 7s are 40, right, this is 49, 8 7s are 54, 52,
Higher.
56,
Okay.
what was that, 9 7s are 56, 10 7s are 70, 11 7s are 77, 12 7s are 84, 88, 92.
Right, so...
I think this could be a cracking new round.
Lee, is it the truth?
I think it's a lie.
Why do you think it's a lie?
Why would anybody do that at night? That's the last thing you need before you go to bed.
I think it's true.
Patsy thinks it's
Patsy's
true.
going to stick on true.
We'll go with Patsy, though.
All right, then, so, Joe, truth or lie?
That is true.
Yes, it's true. Actually, Joe, I've got a mental arithmetic problem for you. If you take one husband and recite multiplication tables at him 7 nights a week, how many divorce lawyers will he need? John, you're next.
I had a job where we started each day with a motivational song.
Lee's team.
What was this job?
Don't give him time to think of the song.
The job was selling vacuum cleaners.
What was the song?
There was a few songs.
Oh. What's your favourite?
My favourite one was we sell KB cleaners, we sell KB cleaners. So we sell KB.
Was it in shop?
No, it was door to door. Vacuum cleaner selling.
Door-to-door vacuum. What year was this? 1946?
Where was it? This would have been one of my first jobs when I left school, so it would have been in the 80s.
What was your other song? You said you had a few.
Oh, it was a long time ago, but...
we're fine, we got all
what
night.
used to happen is you used to go in, there was always a fight on a Monday morning for the tambourine, and then the boss would say, here's your songs for today, and there'd be like 3 or 4 songs. And we'd have to sing the songs, and then we'd have to face the window and throw all our negative thoughts out the window so we could go on the song. So we used to sing.
Why don't you just hoover them up, the negative thoughts?
Did you get commission on like how many hoovers you sold?
Yeah. No, you know when you see those adverts in the paper, it'll be like, are you sad and lonely? I used to be like that, but now I've got a speedboat, 2 girlfriends at a house in France. If you want to be like me, phone Chaz after 7. It was one of those.
Well, I did work for a sales company when I was 16, but they used to give us a bottle of wine and a packet of Pro Plus every morning to motivate us, so they do.
Pro Plus? Whoa, you were pissed and on drugs selling life insurance.
That's what they did, so you never know.
What do we
So
think?
you don't know.
I think he's lying. Patsy?
Let's say lie.
All right,
You're saying lie.
The team says a lie.
You're saying lie. OK, so, John Bishop, were you telling the truth just then, or were you in fact telling a lie?
I was telling the truth.
Yes, it was true. Which means at the end of that round, it's Lee in the lead by 3 points to 2. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So, please welcome this week's special guest, Mark. Welcome, Mark. So, first off, Patsy, what is Mark to you?
This is Mark, and he is currently teaching me to swim to overcome my fear of the water.
Right. Lee?
This is Mark, and he started the pub darts team that I play in, but I had to ask him to leave because he was so bad.
Right, so finally, Chris, your relationship with Mark.
This is Mark. He is my next-door neighbour. He lost a bet of £200 that In the Loop would win an Oscar, so I gave him my wheelbarrow.
Right, well, there we are. What could be simpler? Patsy's swimming teacher who cured her fear of water, Lee's sacked darts teammate, or Chris's neighbour who likes a bet. David's team, where would you like to start?
Darts. How can anyone be bad at darts?
What sort of standard of darts playing are you expecting in this team?
2 out of 3 darts in the board would have been good sufficient.
What did you say to him to check him out?
Patsy, can you be Mark?
Yeah.
This might involve acting, but just go with it. Mark? That's you. Yeah, you're Mark.
Yeah.
You know this whole darts thing?
Yeah.
And you keep missing the board? Mark, look at me when I'm talking to you, Mark. We don't like the fact that you keep trying to get the dog drunk. And also, we were going to have to let you go because, unfortunately, you keep missing the board.
I cannot imagine you would say that to him. There's not a chance you're going to say, listen, mate, you set up the darts team, but Big Lee Mack's in the room, get off.
Also, look, how seriously did you take this darts
I take
team?
darts very seriously.
Do you?
Ask me any checkout.
I don't know what that means.
All right, 151.
Oh, well, that's your classic treble 20, treble 17 tops.
Don't know whether that's true or not for a couple. They're 164.
Oh, that'll be treble 20, treble 18 bull.
118.
I don't know how...
Bull. What's bull? 180.
You worked that out.
He's getting them right. He's getting them.
Is he getting the numbers right? Right.
Just say 180 again, Joe.
180.
I feel like we've just engaged with foreplay. That's all right.
I know.
She's missed 180. We're on for a good one.
Wait till I get to 69.
Did he set up another team? Did he just walk away and say, I'll give up darts because Lee...
He struggled to set up the other team, apparently, because he was going around saying, I'd like to set up a darts team. Have you had any experience? Well, I just recently left one because I was thrown out because I was terrible.
Sorry, that's not the usual next question when somebody says, I'm thinking of setting up a darts team. Have you had an experience? You're either somebody interested in playing a bit of recreational darts or not. You're not going to sort of go, have you had much experience? I didn't know, I'm a busy man. I want to play in a high-level darts team.
It's a serious sport.
David, do you want to move on?
Yes, OK. Chris, why did you feel the need, when your next-door neighbour had bet some money on a film you were involved in winning an Oscar, why did you think you needed to make up the loss for him with the gift of a wheelbarrow?
I live in a terrace house, and the houses next door to me are flats. It's a communal garden, and Mark is the only one who ever bothers to look after them. Mark's never seen the film, but he went to the bookies, put 200 quid on it, and lost it. In the conversation that we were discussing it came up that he needed a wheelbarrow, and I felt bad because he'd sort of staked it because
so
it's
if
me.
he just said I could do with a leg over, you just said, well, there's me missus. You know what I mean? I feel really bad about the bet.
No, John. No, I wouldn't. I don't know how things work where you live, but wheelbarrows and women are not the same thing where I'm from.
You may well have given him the wheelbarrow to assist him in cleaning up the communal gardens, but surely you didn't give him the wheelbarrow as compensation for your film not winning the Oscar.
I'd sort of intended to offer that he might borrow it. It kind of got out of hand.
OK. Now, Patsy, you have a fear of water, is that right?
I did.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you had this all your life, or was there some harrowing experience you could amuse people
Yeah, I
with?
think so, but I didn't really know that I had it.
Right.
How did you not know you were scared of what surrounds us?
Because I've always swam. But I just
You swam, but you didn't know you were shit yourself.
But you wouldn't refuse to swim?
No, I swam.
So
we had to swim when we were kids. We just used to get put in. It was freezing cold. Don't you remember when the teachers used to make you get in? And that was worse then because it was freezing cold. Kids would be crying, swimming, but they did actually make you get in.
Sounds like you're talking about Dunkirk. So you already could swim before you encountered Mark to teach you to swim?
Yeah.
Right.
How was your first lesson? When Mark said, right, let's have a go at the water, and you did 20 lengths. What did he say after that?
I didn't do 20 lengths.
So you decided you're going to have some lessons in order to improve the efficiency of your swimming, and then you get into the water and you realise, oh my God, I hate it here. This has been the problem. It wasn't the efficiency of my kicking and arms, it was that I hated it.
No, I just realised that I was actually quite scared of water. That's why I don't swim very well.
But you know
I don't breathe
What did you do to help you
underwater.
over
None
your
of us
fear
breathe
of
underwater. I mean, that's a standard human thing.
No, you can breathe underwater.
No, you can't.
This should have been lessons on the wall. This is basic stuff, telling them this. Just because I throw you out the darts team and you're looking for a new career, telling people they can breathe underwater.
Right, David. We need an answer.
Lee gives every impression of knowing a bit about darts, but then I'm perhaps not the best person to scrutinise that.
He knows his darts, that doesn't mean that story's true.
I believe Chris because of the wheelbarrow, or I believe Patsy because Mark looks quite built.
So what are you going to say then, David? Who are you going to go for?
I'll go with Patsy.
Yeah, I
think Patsy, yeah.
So you're saying Patsy's swimming instructor. Mark, would you like to reveal your true identity?
I am Patsy's swimming instructor, and I helped her get over her fear of water.
So, Mark, the first thing I want to clear up is this thing of telling her that it is possible to breathe underwater.
That's not quite true. She does very good front crawl.
Really?
Good breathing technique and breathes out underwater, doesn't breathe in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, in which our panellists lie not only through their teeth, but also against the clock. And again, they don't know whether they're about to read out a true fact about themselves or a made-up lie that they've never seen before. And we're starting with... David.
Possession.
Now take out a small box underneath the desk there. Have a look inside and show us what's there.
Smooth bit.
This is my special travel dressing gown.
It is true. We need to hear no more, David. This is true.
I'm contractually obliged to finish the card. It's the one item I always pack when I go on holiday.
Could you, first things first, could we have the full modelling of the dressing gown, please?
Give us a nice twirl.
Can we smell it?
I think you should come out here, David. Seriously. Enjoy the space. Well, he's having trouble putting it on. It's,
Well, he's not abroad, he's confused.
Have you forgotten the cord?
The cord is missing.
Just hold it as though it were done up so we get a proper idea.
Do you mind smoking a pipe and solve a crime?
Oh, I'd love that.
Can I ask, Dave, where did you get it from?
1924.
I think it's from Marks and Spencer's.
Is it? What did you say it's my special travel dressing gown?
Yes. I don't know if travel dressing gown is a technical term, but I have two dressing gowns. This is one. The other is a thicker toweling dressing gown, which takes up more space in a suitcase.
Do you take pyjamas? Do you wear anything under it? Or...
Yes, I usually...
I feel sick.
I What I don't do is I don't tend to wear it over, like normal clothes like this.
This is like the worst sexy chat line I've ever heard over my life. I'm naked under here.
To be honest, Lee, I don't know why you come into so many encounters with me expecting arousal.
Does that go with you at any trip or certain trips?
No, only if I'm going to stay the night somewhere.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I didn't even walk around Dixon's in it.
I'd like you to take a guess, please. Is he telling the truth or is he constructing a lie?
Patsy?
True.
Do you think it's true?
Yeah.
Chris?
Based on the design of the dressing gown and his demeanour, I think they fit.
So, Lee, what's it going to be?
I'll go with my team. So that's
say it's true.
Yeah.
David Mitchell, is it true or is it a lie?
It is true.
Yes, it's true. That is David's special dressing gown.
It's just a dressing gown. It's not like special dressing gown, like I think it's got a personality.
It's David's special dressing gown.
You are never going to get away from that now. Everyone who sees this show will look at you and see that forever.
Basically, my entire image has been destroyed by this show. I was like a cool guy who was into music and modern art before this show, before all the stuff about dressing as an 18th century nobleman and having a little bell came out. The travel dressing gown is just the tip of the iceberg.
So, just so we're in no doubt, that is David's special dressing gown. Next. Lee.
I once lost a game of swing ball to a chimpanzee.
David's team.
OK.
Why were you with the chimpanzee?
I was visiting a zoo in South Africa, and the trick that the chimpanzee could do was play swing ball. And we all took it in turns to have a go, and I'd had a few to drink, and he beat me.
What time of day was this?
Time of day?
Yes,
Before the monkey's bedtime.
Are you refusing to answer?
I'm not refusing, but I'm thinking about it for a while, because I don't know if you mean South African time or English time. It's very similar, but I think there's an hour's difference. Do you mean the South African time?
I mean the South African, local time.
The local time. I believe... Sorry, you've thrown me a bit, because most times I tell people
Local time at the zoo on the occasion of your match.
I've been
against the
using this, I
chimpanzee.
can't lie, over the years I've been using this anecdote at the darts and things. Oh, did I ever tell you, lads, about the time I played swing ball with a chimpanzee? No one's ever said, what time of day was this? He threw me for a second. Most people go, chimpanzee swing ball? Tell us more, you interesting person.
I suppose what's different is that when you tell that as an anecdote in the pub, people go, it's polite to go along with the bullshit that Lee talks.
Why were you in South Africa?
Don't tell me
The time of day. The time of day.
Make up a time of day.
I couldn't beat a chimpanzee at swim ball because I was drunk. How am I going to remember the time of day? I'm terrible at this, and this at only 2:45.
What I'm trying to get at is why were you going round a zoo pissed? It's not a usual post-pub trip. Let's have a few jars. I'll tell you what, I fancy a trip round the zoo. Around about 1 in the morning, they get the chimp out, and the chimp takes people on a swing ball. The chimp likes nothing more than a load of pissed contestants.
We don't all go to the British Museum for stag weekends.
But zoos aren't open after the pub.
No, it was afternoon. We've been drinking since the morning.
You had a boozy lunch.
We'd had a boozy morning. We started at 11. Arrest me.
Right.
Why didn't you go and see, some strippers? Wouldn't a load of men go,
we were that drunk, we thought we were.
Some strippers.
We thought that was a pole.
Monkeys.
We thought this is a rubbish pole dancing club. That little pole dance hasn't got any tits, she hasn't shaved for ages. It was awful. I'm not going to lie. We were about to walk out. And someone said, no, it's a swing ball playing chimpanzee. I think you're better than we thought. I wonder why she wasn't letting me put 10 quid in her bra.
David, before someone phones the RSPCA...
It was a consenting chimpanzee. It wasn't
I don't
forced.
think he'd said, look, I quite like it here at the zoo, but really what would make it peachy is if I could take on some of the visitors, ideally at swing ball, badminton at a push. I don't think that happened. happened.
Well, he had no choice.
He had no choice.
He
That's
did
my
have a
point.
choice.
Right. Is it the truth or is it a lie?
I thought it was a lie. But it seems the sort of thing he'd do.
I think it's a lie, but I'm happy to be...
Yeah, I'll go
I think
with
it's a
lie.
We'll go with lie.
We all say it's a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Lee, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Yes, it is a lie. Lee has never lost a game of swing ball to a chimpanzee. For the record, it was Scrabble. That noise signals time's up and it's the end of the show. And I can reveal that David's team have 5 points, but Victor's with 7 are Lee's team. But of course, it's not just a team game, and my individual lie of the week is Joanna Page! Yes. Joanna Page. And let me assure you that that's not favouritism because she's Welsh. Da iawn, Jo, croeso i mynd allan awr I ddydd lag yn dyrnydd hyn awr I ddydd.
No, es i'r clwb iau gyda ffrindiau neithiwr.
Good night.